the mission I'm on.
Hey, flat out, y'all heard it first, man. We about to jump into this, man. You know, lately in Chicago, it been sad. So many carjackings, just so many. And JoJo, this ain't even, you know, I'm 30, man. You
Mm-hmm.
know, when I was 10 and 11, I was wild, but I wasn't cars. It's just gone wild, bro.
Well,
We
I
know
am. I'm way older than you, but I was. You know what I'm saying? That was a part of my thing. We was the Auto Boys. That was the name of our stuff. So when the movie New Jersey Drive came out, it was all too familiar. You know what I'm saying? Because basically that was me in my childhood days seeing it out on the big screen, but just from another city. You know what I'm saying? So I understood New Jersey Drive because we was the Auto Boys, you know. So I was thinking at first, like, damn, if somebody know about my life story and they didn't put it in a movie, but said it's going on in New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? That's how I was looking at it.
Right, right. But what about the influx we got now, though? I don't think it's like back then, JoJo.
Yeah,
10 and 9 and 8.
No. I mean, it was like that because you got to think. You got to think. If your mother used to tell you to go outside with your if your mother tell you to go outside, well, you can't go outside unless you take your little brother with you. Who you think finna be in the back seat? So it's gonna be one of two things. You're gonna teach him how to bust the window while you jump in it, or you're gonna teach him how to pop the lock while you jump in it and peel the neck. Or you're gonna teach him all three. You see what I'm saying? But now you and your little brother is partners in crimes because he joyriding with you because that's really all it was. Or you can tell him, pop the window, pop the lock, go in the glove box, see what he can get real quick, smash and grab, and we gone. Or you got him at the time with us, we was stealing the hubcaps, selling the hubcaps. We get $75 for some Mercedes hubcaps, 75, 150 for like Mercedes hubcaps, and like $75 for Cadillac hubcaps. And then we had to snatch our radios. So if it was an Alpine radio, we getting 200 or 150 for it because they was $1,000 radios.
Right,
So
yeah.
to us, it was a lucrative hustle, but it was a dangerous hustle because you got to think, who got to snatch our radios? Dope boys. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So now when they get sophisticated and start putting alarms on the car, soon as you go to the car and you hear this alarm, now they could have been out their window and kill you. You see what I'm saying? Like a brother of mine that I hung up from yesterday, one of my fellow Auto Boys, he got shot in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Which could have been in his head because soon as we got to the car, he jumped in and went to go peeling it. He looked up, the barrel was right in his face. You know what I'm saying? And got hit in his hand. You feel me? So it's crazy, bro. Like, and this is what we going through right now. It's been 144 carjackings within this month already since January.
And like 20 yesterday, though. They said like some 18 or 19 just last night.
Well, that's 160 something now.
So it's like, what are, you know, y'all said you was doing it for lucrative. It was always money. Y'all might joyride.
Mm-hmm.
But we got these short, we ain't gonna speak on what they doing. Mm-hmm. What do you think we can do? Or what can even happen if anything can happen?
It's really them, what they have to choose to not want to live that type of lifestyle. So maybe if they see this interview and they hear me saying when we was doing it and he got shot in his hand, he didn't have to get shot in his hand. He could have got shot in his head. Yeah. So maybe they can see this and learn from this situation. Other than that, they still in the cars for whatever reasons. If they taking them to the chop shop, because it's still chop shops around. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if the car was old. They breaking in cars that's 10, 15 years old, but just taking parts off of them. You have a lot of people that just don't want to pay for nothing. They want to take everything. You know what I'm saying? And even though you can go to a junkyard or one of these auto zones or whatever and get a part for $30, they feel like, why go to the store and buy that part when they can just go to a car and take it off for free? You see what I'm saying? And install it for free and keep that $30. But you've been a risk going to somebody's car, breaking in it, or trying to steal whatever parts you need for $30. So it's just the mentality. Like, they not thinking. You know what I'm saying? They not thinking. They thought this, I'm just taking something or I want something for free. Baby badass, stop, man. I'm doing an interview. Where's you at? Damn, he tearing this motherfucker up. One nigga that took my brush, now baby back ass and kicking doors, pop out.
You was salty as hell about that damn brush too, man. Go get
Yeah,
that brush, bro.
I got that brush. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I wish the best for him. What you got, Clay?
That's how I stand on it too. I just wish the best. Now we gonna go from the cars to
say what's up. Say what's up to the people with you making all that damn noise. You
what's up, baby JoJo?
Yeah, you better not steal no cars, or we gonna hurt you.
Flat out. Hey, my sons too. I told they ass, nigga. Yeah. Hey, bro, it's ass whoopers and all that shit coming. Go into the tank, all that. You gonna be all right. So that's what it's about now, man. Guiding these younger generations. Now, for him, he's a great nephew, the baby right there. You see what I'm saying? So I'm able to live through all of what I lived through to now say I have great nephews. So now my nephews got babies. You see what I'm saying? Did you ever have them dreams when you was little? Did you ever think, damn, man, I'm gonna have great nephews and kids? No, that don't even cross your mind, because I was one that was told that wasn't gonna make it to 11 and 12 years old because I was that bad. You see what I'm saying? So man, my life, I'm amazed every day. I'm gonna live it to the fullest, because, and I just, look back at those that doubted me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was like, you really think about it consciously, to tell a child that he ain't even gonna make it to 11. That'll do something to him, man. Like, damn, how much resentment, and you know what I mean? Where's the love? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the love? Why you gonna tell me I ain't gonna make it to C11, but you can't really sit me down and say, listen, man, listen, you keep going the route you going, throwing rocks at cars, stealing cars, hubcaps, setting people cars on fire, all the bad stuff I was doing. You keep doing that, somebody gonna catch up with you. Cause you gotta think, at that time, you're a child without a conscience. Some have a conscience, some do have a conscience because they scary. But when you come up in different environments, that was rough, and you seeing murders and shooting and robberies and all this in front of you, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be a different type of person. You're not gonna be fearful of nothing. And that's how it was with me. I remember being on my big wheel. You know what I'm saying? I remember being on a big wheel. And that's why another thing I tell people, stop thinking these kids don't remember stuff, because that's not true. But I remember being on a big wheel. It was called a green machine. You might don't know about a green machine. But it was called a green machine. And that was really like the first big wheel that you can do like a spin out on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so, I do remember that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was called a green machine. But and I'm riding the green machine, and all I know, I went ducking because I'm feeling somebody jumping over me. But this my cousin, them, they done robbed the cleaners on the corner. They done robbed the cleaners on the corner, and they they leaving. So they running with all the clothes and everything that they done robbed the spot for. So I've been witnessing the life of crime my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So, to each his own. A parental thing, JoJo, because like I tell people a lot of times, man, I was hard-headed, bro. Like my mom, she might have not got on me. Cause my dad for damn sure ain't no, he was one of them niggas like, look, son, we out here. You know what I'm saying? But my mom, she was telling me, no, this is bad. But at the end of the day, I think I knew it was. But I still was just like, man, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me nothing, ma. Yeah, I'm trying to hear. You a lady, how you gonna tell a young man what to do? Like you didn't want to accept it from the person that is supposedly care for you the most. She the one carried you. So they used to have to tell us that I carried you 9 months. Because my mama used to tell me that all the time. I ain't carry you 9 months for you to go to jail, for you to come out killing and shooting people and robbing and all the stuff I was doing. I ain't carry you 9 months for that. You know what I'm saying? I seen a pretty little young baby, oh my baby, and you done turned into a Tasmanian devil. You know what I'm saying? But maybe, mama, you could have damn near thought about it. You should have moved me in Beverly Hills somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And it could have been
But instead, you want to be independent. You want to live in all these projects. And hey, this is what we gonna see. So you know what I'm saying. So that's how that go. But you know, for the most part, man, we just gotta push our agendas out here. You know what I'm saying? To if we trying to help the people, we got to do that and not instigate situations or like you said, your father from here, but you what grew up in Cleveland?
Yeah.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
when I was like 12, 13, that's when I started experiencing Chicago. I didn't have them years of 1, 5, 7. I ain't had that shit. You know what I mean?
So what part of Cleveland was you from?
Like St. Clair, you know where that's at?
East side. The
Yeah.
East Cleveland. East
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Fucked up.
Charlie Brown ain't your daddy, is he?
I'm gonna talk to you.
Oh, okay, yeah, you gotta holler at because I'm like, hold on, you from East Cleveland, you know?
I'm gonna talk to you.
Yeah, I you know what I'm saying? I was playing that town in like 90. Was it 90? Yeah, I think I was playing Cleveland in the 90s, early 90s.
I'm hip. You know? That's what I was telling you about. But we gonna talk about that. We gonna leave.
Yeah, you gotta let me know because you like, I'm like, hold on, you sounded, hold on now, because I know we was all through there.
Yeah, that's why I came straight to you.
Yeah, Papas, hey, at some Papas, we were some Rolling Stones, man.
For real, man. So and I get all the hate. Like, I'm gonna just tell you a little sub story. People hate that I ain't grow up there per se, but I could still talk about there. My damn daddy rode, you know, forever. I know niggas up. I got cousins
there or here.
There.
Oh, the people in Cleveland said
the people. No. Everybody. You see what I'm saying? Everybody be like, how he talk about Chicago and he ain't even was born there and raised there. I'm like, man, y'all don't know my roots to this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of them niggas that can talk about this shit. You see what I'm saying? For real, though. And it is because of my pop. I ain't no picking ass nigga. You see what I'm saying?
You gotta look at it like yourself. Ludacris, you know what I'm saying? Ludacris left here when he was about 13 and went to Atlanta. So he chose to claim Atlanta. Sauce Walker from here. Sauce Walker choose to claim Houston. Young Dolph born here. He choose to claim Memphis. Soldier Boy was born here. Soldier Boy claimed Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? By the way of Mississippi. So you know what I'm saying? And plenty more people. You know, sometimes how do we define that? Do we say where you went to grammar school or high school at? You see what I'm saying? Or where do you reside today? And that's how, because it's a lot of people, if that's the case, everybody came from the South, Mississippi, Memphis, Arkansas, you see what I'm saying? Or wherever. So if then, I mean, for those that was born and raised here, then you could just say you born and raised here, but that don't mean you going to say your grandmama the reason you here. She had your mama and them here. You see what I'm saying? So then it passed down. But I don't know, you know, to each his own. If you claim Cleveland and you claim Chicago, so be.
Yeah, I'm both of them motherfuckers, flat out. You feel me? I'm putting them both on my back, just like this. So that's how I feel about that shit, man. But I want to ask you about this drill shit, right? Now, it amazes me how far it expanded, bro. I'm talking about we got New York, UK, we got all this shit, right? But they don't know for real. They hide it to me. Drill started with this shit. How do you, looking back on it, born and raised, look at it like, damn, one man idea. But for real, we can say Pac. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's what I say. One man's idea. Just
what it is. It ain't no we gonna say. That's who started drill. He was the first one rapping and saying drill in his music. So it's Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard it too.
East side representative. You dig what I'm saying? He up the block from me. He in Murder Town. They call it Dro City, but it was Murder Town to me. You know what I'm saying? When I days. So all that Murder Town, East Side, Sircon City, that's all our area. You know what I'm saying? So Pac-Man, you know, he used to come to Sircon. He was talking to Pistol Pete and them about being a global gangster because he wanted to come with us. But I think at the time he was with LEP and them. So I don't know what was going on, you know what I'm saying? But he had been calling for a while. But you know me, I was traveling, always running around. But Pistol always was calling like, man, one of the guys, Pac-Man, he want to come get with us. So I'm like, okay, cool. Whenever I get back, bring them through. We can chop it up. Him and Lil Hitter Chi. Hitter Chi was from down there he went out from down there, but he was basically in Dro City too, but they lived in Sircon, but basically was from the low end. So a lot of people be moving all around, but Hitter Chi was fired. Hitter Chi fired too. He locked up right now. I think he just caught a case. I talked to his brother. Satch just came home, and they other brother locked up too. But Hitter Chi was fired. He was repping Dro City though. But Hitter Chi, matter of fact, Hitter Chi was doing a lot of records. I don't know how many records, but he was running with King Louis.
Okay.
Shut this door, man. Shut this door right here.
Shout out to Louis and them too, man. Okay. That's I didn't even know right there. I didn't even know that. That's great.
So Hitter Chi was doing, man, and him and Pistol had a little video. They put the video out. The song was hard too. So Hitter Chi was on the come up. So Dro City, after Boss Wu, I don't never know what happened to Boss Wu. Boss Wu was rapping. I don't know what happened with Boss Wu, King Louis, and as far as Dro City, I don't really know. Well, Dro City, Murder Town, I don't really know who else was rapping out of there. Well, I guess rest in peace to man, what was my little man, that he stayed on the internet going off on somebody.
Oh, Crump.
Yeah, Crump was rapping too. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Crump, man. Real nigga too, man.
R.I.P. Crump. So that was from down their way. That was from down their way that I knew of that was spitting.
They was on that. They was on that literally drill shit. First.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But with labeling it drill, because for us with the Global Gangsters, it was just still considered gangster music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. It was just called that gangster rap.
So how did Dro's idea reach New York and UK? Like, what did drill do to us as a people though? Like,
it basically, it was the content of it. You know what I'm saying? You rapping about your dead ops, and see what it is. Drill music is nothing but gang banging rivalry over a beat. That's all it is. It's a gang banging, because your content, the words you spitting is you dissing your ops, and so it took a gang banging mentality over beats. You know what I'm saying? It's like you put a soundtrack to your gang banging life. So for us listening to NWA, that was a soundtrack for our life of what we was doing. But we always prided ourselves, even though it was genocide, but we always corrected them when they would say, we went and did a drive-by. And we always said, we do walk-bys. We don't do no drive-by. You see what I'm saying? So that was how, in our mind, thinking that this was something cool or gangster or whatever, but it was like, drive-by. We ain't doing no drive-by. We do walk-bys. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it was always go that extra mile of being a real gangster. We ain't gonna do no drive-by. That was like considered like a coward. You running, you throwing rocks and hiding your hand. Anybody can do a drive-by. Yeah. Let me see how gangster you is to walk with that tool in your rival's neighborhood and go do what you do. So that was what we used to say, and it was ignorant to today, but I mean that's just how we thought. That's how we was living, But so then Chief Keef came, long live Pac. Chief Keef came and picked up the torch and ran with it.
Ran with it too.
King Louis kept it alive long enough for Keef to grab the baton and passed it to Dirk, which passed it to Lil Reese, and it was over with. Chop had the sound, you know what I'm saying? Chop had the beats. DJ L had the beats. So now you got Bibby and Herb. You see what I'm saying? So now you got P Rico, SD, which was still with Chief Keef. So then you got P Rico. Now you got sprinkles from all over the city, because now you got the East Side originated it, which was Pac-Man. Then you got King Louis from that. Then you got Bibby and Herb from that.
Right.
Then then went over Southwest, which we would say in the Inglewood area, to P Rico. then it stayed right there on in the borderline of the east side. And you know, if we gonna consider King Drive a divine line, you got Duck them, STL, you know what I'm saying, all through there. We called it Dark Side Bone Crusher, which turned into Tukaville. You see what I'm saying? Right. So now it's like we got to get used to these names, and then they start calling these areas after rap label names. You know, you got No Limit and Young Money and Brick Squad.
All rap names, and that's what people really don't realize.
Yeah, so they
took rap groups, y'all, that were previously.
So when that happened, and I seen that people conformed and stuck with that, I knew the streets was changing. Because if we was to, because back then for us it was called clicking, you know what I'm saying? And when the law was laid, bet nobody get caught clicking, you gonna get a pumpkin head, you know what I'm saying? So you just gonna be whatever you was gonna be. You weren't gonna say no, we Sircons or we from Murder Town. Like they had stopped that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that no more. We just, if you was GDs, you just GDs. Ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? So no clicking, you know. So when they was pushing that agenda real heavy, no clicking, you know, people was like, damn, you know, we've been in this neighborhood for all our life. So for us, Sircon City, you know, the Village, the low end, you know, that's just gonna be always what it's gonna be. But nobody bet not caught you. You know what I'm saying? Still saying, man. You know, like how they start coming with the insanes and people saying we insane GDs and all that, or any renegade anything, you was getting smashed. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't beat the mob, so it really was like it don't make sense. We just don't put nothing in front of the G. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how that went. But nowadays, it's basically my children that's out there now in the street. You see what I'm saying? So now I went through this generation to where now my children, my offspring is what's out there now. You know what I'm saying? So so that's why it's more near and dear to me, because I want the best for mine, so I want the best for all. You know what I'm saying? I don't play no favoritism. They all call me OG, big homie, and I respect them as a nephew, little cousins, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And they all gonna tell you, if it ain't nobody, he want the best for us. I don't get involved with nobody, this and this one and that one. I let them both know, listen, if I know the two that's going at each other, y'all messing the money up. I'm telling y'all that now. I can't go to these labels and tell them to sign you, and they worrying about if they give you 2 million or 3 million, you're gonna be dead tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. So y'all have to internally fix it. So I saw Lil Durk, and I see some other ones just say, I think he said after his album that he had just put out, he wasn't gonna be dissing no more. You know what I'm saying? So they're growing now. They starting to grow and elevating, and they understand it, because how they say, if you want to hurt them, hit them in their pockets. So once you laid there and you seen that you could perform in no venues or nothing, you missing all your money. You know what I'm saying? You got in this game to make you some money. Now you can't make the money because the mayors and the aldermen and all this, they don't want you in their neighborhood performing nothing, because
it's deeper than just rap, right?
It's deeper than the rap. You see what I'm saying? So it took all the way up until this time for them all now to start coming out publicly and say, hey man, I'm just trying to make good music. I ain't tripping, I ain't dissing no dead ops no more. That was that wave. So now let's get to the music. So now you will have Ruger, you will have Lil Mo, and you have me 1400. You will have Chicago KO, Lil Chris. Whoever else, Young TT.
Shout out to Lil Chris too, man.
Yeah, Young TT, Mikey Dollars, Ricky Rax, the girls, all the girls that's rapping too. You know, you got all the new girls that's rapping. L Hitter. I don't know what happened to the other shorty. What was the other one named from the West Side?
Tall one. Got bands.
No, his name ain't no got bands. His
Oh, I
name
thought
was
you was talking about the chick. My
no.
bad.
It's a dude. He was rapping. He had popped right before Hitter. He had popped right before him. What was his name?
Shit, I don't know. It's a lot of these motherfuckers though. When you really think
No,
about
but
it.
no. He had the buzz. I'm talking about those that have buzz. I ain't talking about just no random people rapping.
A tall nigga.
Yeah, he had got a deal. He was started off with Lil Chris, and then him and Lil Chris had fell out.
Oh, not Lil Fo. He ain't talking about Lil
Yeah,
Fo.
that's him. That's who I'm
Lil
talking
Fo.
about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying. So he had it for a minute. Oh, then you got Cowboy 147, Polo G now. You know what I'm saying. So if all of them can start making some music together, which I guess have been trying. You know what I'm saying. But if you putting Dirk and Herb and just say Polo G on a record together. You see what I'm saying? And then it starts switching around to where you might get Dirk and you get a Lil Chris or Herb and Lil Chris. You see what I'm saying? And you start spitting it out. Or if Herb and Ruger do a track, Polo G and this one. You see what I'm saying? So if
That'd be beautiful too, man.
It once because that's how everybody else gonna pipe down. Because once they see them do it, because as they say, the rappers dictate the future of what's going on. So that's why people don't want to. They say stop blaming the rappers, stop blaming the artists. It's entertainment for them, this and that. No, regardless of whether y'all like it or not, they are put in role model positions once they make it, and that's just
they're put in role model positions, and that's who they are, y'all. They're put there though.
they put in role model positions, and they gotta lead by example. That's it, So I wish them the best. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. Thanks for having me though, and keep me posted. Salute, keep doing your thing.
Man, you already know. I'm gonna hit you though in a minute.
All right.
All right.